Good afternoon, everybody. I'm responding to our post this week about closing out a group. One of the questions was, what are our fears as a leader? And I think that naturally, as a leader, you want to make sure that you are leading effectively, and you want to make sure that everyone who is participating with your group is getting something out of it, is learning from you, that your style of leadership matches up with their style of learning. There are lots of little pieces that go with it. For me, I think my biggest anxiety was making sure that I adequately closed out the group with what we were talking about. I was the last person to go in my group, and so I actually did have to close out our group. And what I tried to do was tie everything together, which I think I did pretty good. I think it's important to take all the pieces from all the different sessions and then try to make sense of them, or at least try to get to a place where everyone can leave feeling like they accomplished something. And I think that might be another, piece of anxiety, making sure that everyone does leave with something, or at least leave somewhat happy. I couldn't imagine getting in a group and everyone or someone even leaving feeling like they didn't feel valued or respected or understood within the group. I think it's important for leaders to think about the learning style of their members and try their best to find a way that fits. And by the close of a group, the members have been there for a while, so apparently they appreciated the style at least enough to stay. So I think that's a good part about closing a group, is that everyone has been there from the beginning. I'm looking at our questions. One thing you want to make sure that you avoid is, I think ending on a bad note. I think bringing up bad things that were discussed or maybe difficult topics could be something that would be detrimental to a member. You wouldn't want anyone leaving feeling like they shared something that they shouldn't have shared, or that they made a comment, or just had a discussion that was inappropriate, and at the end of a group would not be the time to talk about those things. Also, I think you wouldn't want the group to end without making sure you had readdressed the goal to begin with. When you make a group, or when a group is formed, everyone, I'm sure, talks about what they particularly want out of the group. And even though each individual need may not have been met, I think as a group consensus, you need to know that everyone felt like they accomplished something. So I think highlighting the pieces of the group that each person felt like they contributed to or got something out of is very important. I would want to make sure, though, contrary to what I just said, is that everyone left feeling successful and feeling like they had done what they came to do. You spend a lot of time with those members, and you pour a lot into the people that you're sharing with. And I think it's important to make sure that you get something in return from all of the sharing that you do. And even the more quiet members, I think, still want to feel a sense of completeness, or feel like they accomplished a goal. So I think those are the main pieces. Making sure everyone feels valued, or feels valued at the end, making sure that a goal is met, and making sure that you have thoroughly discussed the process of what everyone did and everything, all the activities, and then re-highlighting the content of what was discussed. So I hope you all have a great week, and that's kind of where we are. Woohoo! And I hope you have a great week next week. Thanks.